Good day, my name is Andrea Nicolinas.
And I'm Natasha Keen, and welcome to the NWBC YouTube channel.
Today we will have a panel discussion on social media with members from ASMA, the Anti-Social Media Association.
And on the opposing side towards ASMA is the spokesperson from the University of Mass Communication.
They will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of social media.
Yes, the pros and cons. So let's get this thing started.
To the panel we now welcome Professor Liane Badenhorst from ASMA, who studied at Stellenbosch University. Welcome, Liane.
Thank you, it's lovely to be here.
And to the opposing side we welcome Dr. Bianca Libbe, who just ended her doctorate studies at the University of Media Communication. Welcome, Bianca.
Thank you guys, it's an honor to be here.
So, Bianca, let's kick this thing off. What are your views on social media?
Well, as we all know, social media has quite a few cons. But why does no one think about the pros? For instance, if you find something out from a friend, what's the first place you go to? Social media. You go check on Facebook, you check on Instagram, Twitter to see what's going on. Social media spreads information fast. It's easy and efficient, and it's not a hassle.
Yes, but social media also enables the spread of unreliable and false information. 50% of people have heard false information via social media.
Yes, this is true. But not everything about social media is bad. I mean, for instance, law enforcement uses social media to catch almost 30% of their criminals. Criminals like drug and sex traffickers who use social media to advertise the things that they sell.
Although that is true, but social networking sites lack privacy and expose users to government, corporate and criminal intrusions. 13 million users do not know about Facebook privacy settings, and 28% shared their post publicly.
I know, yes, and that is true. I agree with you. But social media makes life hassle-free. Students going to school, university, studying for their doctorate or PhD use social media like Google and Facebook to get most of their information. That's where they find the stuff to do their projects with. Their projects become easier.
These same students, though, are very heavy on social media. They tend to have lower grades as well. Students who were on social media while studying scored 20% less on their test, and teachers believed that social media does more to distract students rather than to help them academically.
Thoughts, Bianca?
Well, as we all can see, and like I've said previously, social media does have a lot of cons, but it also has a lot of pros. Social media has made socializing between not just adolescents and not just teenagers, but adults as well, much easier. When you want to contact someone from across the world, what do? You Skype them. You send them a WhatsApp message. This is how we communicate. It's easy. It's cost efficient.
But this comes to the problem of cyberbullying. Social networking sites facilitate cyberbullying. 50% reported being victims of cyberbullying online. Almost 1 million users were harassed or cyberbullied on Facebook. Middle school children who were victims of cyberbullying were twice as likely to commit suicide.
Bianca?
Any other thoughts?
Well, there's not much more that we can say. Social media has its pros and it has its cons. I guess it's for you to decide which is better.
Okay, we will now enter a commercial break and then we will be back.
Do you ever feel uncomfortable about smell? Do you feel lonely? Well, here's your answer. It's the new Special Spray! It's really awesome and it helps you get babes. Yeah! Special Spray. Welcome back from the break. On the panel now we welcome Dr. Zanel Janeke from ASMA, who studied at the University of Free State. Welcome, Zanel.
Thank you.
And on the opposing side we welcome Professor Liesel Grobler.
Thank you.
So, Sana, to start this thing off, let's hear your opinion on connectivity.
According to research done by ASMA, we found that social networking lacks emotional connection. The quality of a conversation using social media is awful because you cannot see or sense the emotion or enthusiasm from another person. It makes you wonder if they really mean what they say. It decreases face-to-face communication skills. Computer reliance could hurt a person's ability to have a face-to-face conversation by making it awkward and unusual to hear something and respond with a thoughtful message. It also diminishes understanding and thoughtfulness. Social networking has ruined the thoughtfulness in basically saying hello in person. It causes face-to-face interactions to feel disconnected.
Lisa, any thoughts?
Well, I disagree. Social networking can also help people find jobs. You can interact with friends you lost over the years. You can, you can share political beliefs. You can ask people to help you out, like on Facebook. And you can access news in real time. So you can you can go onto Facebook and they can tell you what's going on what road, because people like sharing their stuff.
It makes things very much
It does,
easier.
actually, yes. The interests. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, interests. Well, there's actually a lot to say about interests. You can pick and choose the people with the same interest as you. For example, on Facebook, you can say this person who wants to befriend you. You can go through their pictures and likes and dislikes and see if their interests are the same as yours. Guys, you guys can see that when you are on Facebook, I know that
yes.
that you can see your friends like some pages with, say, cars on it, and you can choose, okay, this I like, I can be friends with this person. It's you guys share the same interests, so when you eventually do meet in person, you have this basic level of understanding.
Some common ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
That
exactly.
also explains why you get really weird friend requests on Facebook.
Exactly. Moving on in the conversation, do you have anything to say
I
about this?
disagree because it can create a skewed self-image. People don't always are what they say they are.
Very true.
They pretend to be someone
Catfishers, yes.
that can cause stalking and kidnapping and everything. It also reduces family closeness. Because I feel like sometimes when family spends time together, the brother or the sister is on their phone searching Facebook stuff or talking to friends. So family don't really have that closeness anymore. And I feel like that's a huge disadvantage from social media.
True.
Okay.
Complete. With that, let's say, for example, we'll take your example. This child is on social media with his family. They're in front of the TV, but he's not really with them, and he's on Facebook. And what is mainly the big thing there, we've seen also in our research, is advertising. Would you like to say anything about that, Lisa?
Advertising, well, it's a big thing. Companies find it easier to advertise on social networking, such as, say, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. There are so many different ways to advertise, and it's not only for everyone has access to it, but it's also cheaper. So companies don't spend all these millions of rands on just advertising one simple thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Zana?
I feel that I disagree because that advertisement has a huge impact on individuals. For example, girls that are online watching all these models and everything used to get anorexia or eating disorders or anything because they...
You want to be thin.
Yes. And they want to be like the people on Facebook and on social media. And that can cause a lot of problems.
So you're saying the main root of like feeling inadequate comes from social media. Would you?
It also can be or relate to suicide
Yes.
because people or girls, even boys, feel like they are not good enough, like all the people seen on TV or social media.
Great. Lisa, any comments on that?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to say that advertising it's advertising. What people think or do with it, it's not the producer's fault. It's what the people think. So I disagree. I don't think you can blame social media for what people think.
I also feel some products don't really are the quality that they show on social media and advertisements.
Oh, we all know the McDonald's scam, yeah? We know that one.
I feel like that's of fake advertisements.
Yeah, that is true.
Lisa?
I have to agree there. There are some advertisements that are a bit stretched, but still there's not, taking that into consideration, it's not this huge thing. It's still cheaper for companies to advertise.
It is. You're right. And sometimes what they are advertising is actually the truth.
Yes.
Sometimes.
It's just hidden.
Just
You have to look with your third eye to actually see it, but it's there.
Sometimes it really is.
You as the viewer can now choose, are you for social media or are you against social media?
It's all about perspective, guys. Please don't be shy. Like the page. Comment
Subscribe,
below.
yes.
Thank you.